All the way from the continent of Africa, we have Pastor Martha Nantoka talking about the multitude of miracles that have been happening in her ministry. Also, we have Stephanie Dyson. She's one of my dearest, best friends, and she shares a bit about her ministry and the love of God, all right here on Soul Purpose. I'm here in Cleveland, Tennessee with Martha Nantoka. She's a pastor and she is from Mozambique. She has an amazing, amazing testimony. So thank you so very much for being on the program.
Oh, I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be on the program. Thank you.
We've heard so much about you and your calling and the number of people that have come to salvation because of what you've done. So now how did you get into doing your calling? How did you get into what you're doing now?
I think it all begins when, I just want to say sometimes we think of what's my calling, what has God called me to do. And sometimes some people get mixed up with that. But let me say that, my calling is what burns and the passion in my heart to see happening. That's my passion. To see to see lives being changed. Either way, the life's being changed. So I'd say that although it started a long time ago, I remember 1982, I had an encounter with God, and God showed me, all this huge, big thing. I didn't know even what to call it, but God showed me life's being changed. A movement, that will, turn the world upside down, and didn't know how, all along I thought it would be in my country, Malawi, because I come from Malawi, a small country, southern part of Africa. So whilst I was there just praying, believing God all these years, then I came here at Judy Jacobs' mentoring program, and there I had an encounter with God. Yeah. So from there is when the Lord, I remember the Lord speaking to me that I should go to Malawi back and show the Passion of Christ movie. And the Passion of Christ movie had just came out, that time. It was just out. I remember seeing it a number of times in the theaters and crying, and every time I'm in the theater watching this movie, and I'm telling my husband, take me back, just crying. After a couple months, the Lord speaks to me, take this movie and show it in public, in soccer grounds in Malawi. Yes.
So you went from seeing it in the theaters. It's a very, very touching film. It's a very moving movie.
It is.
Certainly just in a visualization shows you exactly what Christ was doing. And so clearly it's the whole message.
It's the whole message. You know what? It is the whole message of why Jesus came and what he accomplished on the cross. You want to know John 3:16, for the Lord loved, so God so loved the world that he gave his only son. You just look at the Passion of Christ. It's the whole story, the whole package is right there.
So you started showing this on a screen or on the equivalent of a bed sheet, wasn't it?
We have a bed sheet, a white bed sheet. We put it up big, spread out, and we just show it in soccer grounds and marketplaces. Yeah.
Marketplaces.
Yes, marketplaces. That's where we go.
So how many people got saved as a result of this?
Oh my Lord! Right now we say over 1.5 million people.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
And people, I mean, until now, the ministry team, they're still going to territories and places, just showing it, and we are just having such a mighty great numbers being delivered, saved, and healed.
So you're seeing people set free.
Yes.
You're seeing bonds broken.
Yes.
Just by doing and answering the call of God on your life.
I tell you what, this other time we were at this, we were showing the Passion of Christ, and I saw this guy. I mean, just to pick up one of the stories, I saw this guy walking on his big bottoms, because in Africa, not everybody in the village has the wheelchairs. So he's walking like that, and then we mounted the movie, and Jesus is in Gethsemane. It starts with Jesus in Gethsemane. He's praying. This guy jumps up and he said, I can walk. And he came and said, I want to receive this Jesus. He was a Muslim. He said, I want to receive this Jesus. And leading him to Jesus, the movie has just begun, and it was just like, we had like 4,000 people that night, and miracles were just breaking out. And we have seen it again and again and again throughout that assignment in Malawi.
And you have people who are still there doing the same thing.
Yes.
So people are still being saved.
People are still being saved. What happened was, when I did that, when I was able to go to Malawi and do that, then I came back excited to go back to Malawi, because my life was wrecked. I mean, seeing what I saw. And then I came here, I was at Judy Jacobs' meeting, and the Lord spoke to me to go to Mozambique. Oh my God.
And I heard about all of everything that happened in Mozambique.
Yes, and then the team right now, is almost 12 years in Mozambique, and we are just taking territory after territory. God is just moving in a powerful way.
So my question to you is, so this has happened for over a period of time, over several years.
Yeah, I would
about
say
12 years.
that when the very first year, God took care of the witchcraft there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it was like the curtain was broken, and because I used to see a black blanket covering the whole region, but we went into prayer, and I saw it like torn open, and since that time there's been powerful move of God.
So what are you seeing? What do you feel? What do you know that God is doing in the earth now? What about now?
Yeah, I feel strongly that sometimes we read the Bible, and we for us to connect the timing, the now time, we always push it in the future. I've done that too. We always push it in the future. You see, we say, oh, God is gonna, this is gonna come in, the Great Awakening is gonna come in, the end time revival. But we always, when I ask people, they always say, before Jesus comes. When is before Jesus comes? I'll tell you what is burning in my heart right now, is that this is the appointed time. The fullness of time has come for the outpouring that we have, the world has never seen. And I tell you what, I feel that, everything inside of me believes this, because you know what, this is the fullness of time. I always say, when Nebuchadnezzar saw that stone that had no hands, and crushed everything, and it filled the earth. This is the time because this is the revelation of Jesus. The end time revival or the Great Awakening is all about the revelation of Jesus and what He did. I'm not surprised God said take the Passion of Christ, because that's a revelation of Jesus Christ, and He's coming. If you see our flyer, it's a miracle that it was made that way. I didn't even tell them to do that, but they said, "Can you see this?" I'm like, this is prophetic. This is powerful, because He came and paid the price for the redemption of the whole world, and then He's coming as a roaring lion, and restoring all things. It's all about Him. It's the revelation of Jesus Christ. And what John saw and wrote in the book of Revelation, this is the time.
So this is not just a time to watch and wait.
No.
This is a time to go out into the highways, to go out into the byways, to begin to compel others to come, because this is the time.
This is what it is. There's no waiting anymore. The church, we've been waiting, including me, we've been waiting. No. God has been waiting on us to wake up. to wake up and see the times and to do it, what He has called us to do. That's the passion of my heart.
Absolutely. I see it as your passion is waiting on you.
Amen. Thank you. I just want to share with you a very, very exciting coming up. I'll be doing what I'm calling it Awakening Miracles Crusade here in Tennessee, in McDonough Town. So I'm just saying, hey, get ready. Come expecting. Don't miss the move of God. Don't miss the moment. Just come. Bring your sick. Bring anybody. Bring your friend. Invite your friend. Come and see what the Lord is about to do.